Hello, guys. What's the time now? It's probably close to 3, but how does it matter? If something haunts you, if there's something you want to share with your friends, with your followers, then you should not refrain from going ahead with it. Over the last few days, I have been wondering whether Stardom is back in full flow in the Hindi film industry. Well, I must say, yes, it is. No matter how much you run after content, how much you run after substance, but at the end of the day, you need sellable faces. The success of Pathaan actually vindicates it. And if you're abreast of what is happening, if you're abreast of the latest in Bollywood, in the southern film industry, you would come to this conclusion that there is no alternative to superstardom because smaller films with content do well, no doubt about that. But at the same time, I feel that you need blockbusters. If you want to run a film industry, if you want to experiment, if you want to explore variety, then obviously you need, super successful films, super blockbusters. Say, for example, Yashraj films. It can afford to do a Hitchki or a Madani because it has in its kitty films like, say, Pathaan, Sultan, the Tiger franchisee, and all that. So, this entire obsession with content and substance doesn't really pay off all the time. I think, obviously, you need those larger than life superstars who can actually ensure a superstar at the box office, and the first weekend collections are of paramount importance. Well, I'm in awe of stars and I'm starstruck, and I believe that this trend will definitely stay on and on. So far as the current trend in the Hindi film industry is concerned, you have the three Khans. Of course, Lal Singh Chaddha has bitten the dust. Even some of Salman's recent films haven't done quite well. But if you look at the box office figures, by their standards, these films, may not be that successful by the standards of Amir Khan, Salman Khan, and even Shah Rukh Khan prior to Pathaan. He was actually finding going really tough. But the figures actually indicate that they still, hold the fort, no doubt about that, and they still are a force to kind of reckon with. So I'm really delighted and I'm really ecstatic at the fact that superstars still matter and they should matter. But having said that, something that is really worrying me of late is what next after the Khans, Akshay Kumar, Ajay Devgan, and Hrithik Roshan. Well, there's no dearth of new age superstars. We have Ranbir, we have Ranveer, we have Kartik Aaryan, we have Varun Dhawan. But then, will they be able to emulate what these legends have achieved? I think it's a bit too early to say. Of course, Ranbir's films are doing well. I'm talking about Ranbir Kapoor. Ranbir hasn't had a successful run of late, but you can't write him off because I think he's a very versatile actor. Varun is also coming of age, and I also, I see a lot of variety in this guy. He can actually uh, make merry out of the strongest of characters, the toughest of characters coming his way. But then you need figures. Figures are very important. Without figures, you can never run an industry. You talk of the southern films, you talk about RRR, you talk about Bahubali, you talk about KGF. These films are helped by superstars, whether it's Yash or NTR Jr., Ram Charan, Prabhas, and just look at those figures. They are like awesome. And it's because of the super success of these films that the number of films down south is also, getting a boost. It's also a question of boosting up your morale. And there are times when most of the films don't do well, but that doesn't mean that you're going to throw your hands in despair because there's always a next time. So I personally feel that the industry in the industry you cannot write anything off. You cannot write off stars, you cannot write off content, you cannot write off smaller films. But the kind of obsession, I would reiterate, that we have with films with substance, I think it should be a thing of the past. And I think it's essential that you open up your horizon, and you accept all kinds of films. Obviously, content matters, but packaging is more important than content. And before I wind up, I must congratulate Shah Rukh Khan on the super success on his blockbuster movie Pathaan. He's back in the reckonings. Well, he was never out of the reckonings that way, but then since some of his films weren't doing well, they weren't as per expectations. So there was this huge media hype that Shah Rukh days are over, but you can never write off a legend. And I'm really happy that he's bounced back and has proved his detractors wrong. Coming up are a lot of big budget films, and I'm sure these films are going to do well. And if packaged well, these films are backed by very professional production houses, so you can rest assured that a lot of entertainment is in store. Thank you so much for being patient enough to hear me out, and I really hope that you like this video. Whatever suggestion you have, because I want to grow, because I'm taking baby steps. I just mentioned it on Facebook that this is a new zone for me, and I would like to learn every time I do something or the other. And I think you learn from your mistakes. There could be loopholes in my way of sharing my thoughts, but just give me an opportunity to sort of improve, and I'm sure I'll learn from my mistakes. I'll learn from my errors. There's no end to improvement, and I'm always open to suggestions, tips, and advice. So whichever way you think I can actually improve on my vocabulary or whatever, I'm game for listening to that. Thank you so much. Have a great week, and I shouldn't say good night, good day. God bless.